Hello, Leo. Welcome to your December 2024 reading. Let me put my rings back on. My name is Nigel, and you have found alchemy. Okay, let's get started. There is a lot on the table, and I'm going to tell you probably what I told Aquarius. This is a very personal reading. It's a very specific reading for a very specific Leo. I do not think it's going to reach most Leos. I do realize that it is not the best thing for the channel to put up things that don't reach most of whatever sign. But when I come across a reading like this, I think it's important to post it. It is someone's reading. It looks like someone does need a lot of help. And if this is not your reading, which chances are it might not be, I'm going to post a bonus reading for Leo in the month of December. Okay. So just, yeah, this looks like there is a Leo out there that is in some sort of trouble that needs help getting through it. If that doesn't sound like your situation, or if as we go along, this really doesn't sound like your situation, try to have respect for the person that it is for, and wait for your bonus reading. Okay. All right, let's get started. I'm sorry these are so off balance. Like, this is driving me crazy. The fact that they're a little tilted. But there's just so many cards. If you notice, a lot of cards fell out. So here, let's look at everything. You have the Four of Cups overarching your whole month. Four of Cups is Moon in Cancer. It's apathy, it's discontent, it's indifference. This could be saying no, being very stubborn, stubbornly, could be daydreaming even, right? It's not particularly it doesn't give me vibes of being particularly productive, whatever it is. So let's keep that under our hats. Could you be being stubborn about a certain situation? Sure. Could you be daydreaming and being a little apathetic towards something that you're supposed to be doing? Yes. Could you feel indifference towards something? You know, could somebody be offering you something and you're like, absolutely, right? But you could also be in denial about something here. Leo, there's something that you're not looking at correctly. Something Leo really hates to hear, right? I'm a Leo rising. I don't like hearing that either. Somebody needs this, Leo. If it isn't you, it isn't you, okay? So yeah, you have the denial card. What else do you have here? You have this. I mean, this is a very sad oracle card. This is someone who, listen, it doesn't have to be sadness. It could also be all the things this card is. It could be indifference. It could be someone sleeping when they should be working. It could be someone avoiding. It could be an avoidance card, avoiding something, being in denial about something. Very well could be, for sure. Nature, because now I'm going to ignore what it says on the card, because basically it's telling you to get out in nature, and I don't think that's what that is. I think there is a part of your nature that is disturbing your forward progress. There is something going on. There is some sort of denial going on. There is some sort of apathy going on. There is some sort of stall, and it's a problem, okay? It's a problem for somebody. You have keys on a ring, and it says many options, decisions. You might feel confused. You might feel like you have a lot of options and you don't know which way to go. You may have 3 keys. You might not know which door to go walk through. Very possible. You have binoculars. The binoculars are asking you to look closer. It says look closer at a situation. There is something you need to see. There's something you may not see. And I don't think you're not seeing it because you're stupid. I think you're not seeing it because you're doing it purposely. You're being willfully blind towards something. You're just not wanting to see it. You have waves, and it says, you know, emotions coming and going. You may feel back and forth this month, Leo. And we'll wait with this astrology because you see how much came out, right? You may be worried about your money, your budget, your income, your future. That might be something that's on the table for a reason. This is a worry. This isn't a prediction that everything is going to go to shit. This is something that you may be concerned about, right? You have book. And this is number 26 in this deck. right? Book, wisdom, knowledge, education, learning. The book could be you learning something in a very direct way, getting your certificate in something, going back to school for something, or it simply could be you acquiring the knowledge to see what you're supposed to see. You're supposed to see something. And it goes right here with this card too. It says Starry Wisdom. It says used when seeking knowledge, wisdom, or advice from the outer world. There's a little bit of a theme here. Advice, knowledge. Knowledge is a big deal. Knowledge is a big deal. What are you not seeing? What is the knowledge that you're being stubborn about something? I'm getting the feeling of somebody being very stubborn. Okay. So wow, it's time to move on. Well, no, you do have the lizard spirit here. And the lizard spirit is dream the world into being. I think the dreaming part you have covered, Leo, at least whatever Leo. Native Americans have called lizards dream walkers. They live in who live in a dream world. And they're reptiles that shed. It might be time to shed a skin. It might be time to wake up out of a dream situation that you're in. It might be time to open your eyes and see certain things that you just refuse to look at. You do have here Supermoon in reverse. It says emotions are running high. You may be suppressing certain emotions this month. We did have a supermoon in November. I think it was around mid-month, around the 16th. That might have been a golden date for you as far as, something happening or you coming to a conclusion, or maybe you having a discussion with someone. You have Jupiter here, and it says optimism, growth, and opportunity. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, right? And the interesting thing is it's in retrograde, right? It went into retrograde in October. I believe it was around the 9th. And it's going to stay in retrograde until February 2025. It's a time for introspection, reassessment, personal growth. Avoid major decisions. I'm going to attach a link. That's what I'll do. I'll attach a link for the Jupiter retrograde and how it will affect Leo personally, okay? Just Leo. This way I don't take up your whole video with it. But the Jupiter retrograde is key for you, apparently. And you do have Lilith here. And Lilith, it says power, activism, and vengeance. As far as you're concerned, I'm not seeing vengeance here on the table. But with Lilith, from June, Lilith has been in Libra. And it will stay in Libra until March of 2025. The last time this happened was 2006, 2007. That might mean something to you. This may rock any partnerships you have, whether it's romantic or business. It may rock your partnerships a little bit. You may find a little bit of a rocky road there. You do have Scorpio here in the 8th house. It says metamorphosis, death, rebirth. Scorpio in the 8th house, death, rebirth. A lot of things. And what's interesting here is you have this and you also have Scorpio, deep, intense, transformative, right? But it is death, rebirth once again. Scorpio is a big deal for you. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. You may have Scorpio highly aspected in your chart. But there's a lot of things going on with Scorpio in general. So we have like on December 19th, Venus in Aquarius, trine Jupiter in Gemini. That's like an amazing vibe for you to create a great day for love. So if you want to plan a date with someone, it would be really nice. December 24th, we have Jupiter and Gemini square Saturn and Pisces. That is a day, even though it is Christmas Eve, where a lot of harsh criticism can be heard and you could get your feelings hurt. You're being asked to try to stay out of conflict that day. Definitely, if you see conflict brewing, whether it's with a family or somebody else, try to back off from it on that day. It's bad energy for that day. December 26th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius, opposition Jupiter in Gemini. Write down all your new goals for 2025 today. It is perfect energy for that. It's ripe to plant seeds. Plant them today. What else? What else? It's just, it's a lot. A lot of the Scorpio energy is death and rebirth. So what are you being asked to walk away from? What are you being asked to relinquish? What are you being asked to be reborn from? You have Mercury here, and this is number 15 in this deck. And we know Mercury is in retrograde until December 15th. This time, it's like it gives you like a sort of second chance to reevaluate something that you may like low-key feel wrong about. Likewise, something you considered unimportant can grab your attention at this time, and it might be pushed to the forefront, and you might say, you know what, that's not as unimportant as I thought it was. Reevaluation seems to be on the table. Reevaluation, knowledge. Something has you feeling stuck. Maybe there may be something in your own nature that's making you avoid a decision, avoid something. You need to look harder at something. You may be in denial about something. Don't shoot the messenger. Okay? Let's move on to your tarot here. Now, what's interesting, I hate that this is so messy, but like I said, a lot of cards fell out. In the first leg of your month here, you have memories and nostalgia. There may be something you're remembering here from your past, or there may be something that will be kicked up, for better or for worse. Let's look at these cards here. You have the Three of Pentacles, which in and of itself is a pretty good card. You're working with others, right? Mars and Capricorn energy, teamwork, working with someone or something, getting things done. This could be, for some people, the spirit asking you to get the proper advice or the proper help that you need to accomplish something. There may be a Leo out there that feels uncomfortable asking for help, but needs it. You have here a double card. Put this here. You have, these cards came out together. You have the Queen of Cups in reverse and the Page of Cups. You know, the Page of Cups is Moon in Cancer. The Queen of Cups is Saturn in Libra. Now, what does that look like to you, Leo? You have two court cards in the same suit. You have one that looks a hell of a lot like a maternal card to me, and the other looks like a child card. Now, this child card could represent a child, or it could represent an adult child, right? That queen could represent a mother figure, or it could represent some sort of female figure in your life. The Page of Cups could represent idealism. You could be idealistic about something. Daydreams. Could represent a child. And when, like I said, when I say that, I mean a child that could be an adult, but a child nonetheless. It says Queen of Cups, right? Queen of Cups, Saturn and Libra, like I said, could be a mother, could be an older boss, could be an older family member, could be someone you're involved with romantically even. Trying to cover all my bases here. It is a genpop reading, but I have to tell you, this is someone who is sensitive, emotionally unstable. Could be a martyr. Somebody who doesn't really have too many control over their emotions that you are dealing with here. You're dealing with them. This came out together. And this leads straight into this energy. 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords is Mars and Gemini energy. This is dead end, betrayal, breakdown, pain. Could be some of those things, could be all of those things, could be one of those things. But it is not a pleasant energy. This energy with this martyr, and like I said, this could be trying to create room here on the table, and it's driving me crazy, and I'm really sorry if that's annoying you. These particular Christmas cards, I think, are just bigger too. But yeah, so this, it says memories and nostalgia. I mean, this could be someone who you've known for a while, someone who you have a history with. Could that be your mother? Absolutely. How many mothers are martyrs and annoying and needy? We love them, but they could be all those things too, right? Somebody could be going through a bad time right now. Could be a girlfriend, could be a friend, could be a boss. But it is someone who is not necessarily older than you, but it could be someone older than you for sure. If this is a mother-child relationship, that's what it looks like to me, right? But this leads into a 10 of Swords moment, and it's sort of like a pain. It's pain. It's a breakdown. It's some sort of problem, big time problem here. Now, when we add all this energy up and we break down the number, we get number 4, which is Uranus. And that is generational changes. It's a breakthrough, a breakdown. It's almost like a much needed thing that needs to happen. And for those of you dealing with a mother, that I keep saying mother, I guess it could be a father. But for you who are for those of you who are dealing with a parent who's, it's time for you to make these generational changes. You may be going through a growing period right now. For others of you, it could be, like I said, somebody that you're just dealing with that's emotionally unstable, and it could be temporary energy too. But what I don't really like is the fact that it leads to a 10 of Swords thing here. I don't like that. I'm going to be honest with you. This is, by the way, Aquarian energy, just so you know. Now, when we look into the mid-month here, you have something that you need to release, surrender, purge. There is something you need to purge. Mid-month looks tough. Who's ever reading this it looks tough, okay? The great news about readings like this is that it's going to help somebody get through a tough patch, and there is not a human being alive who doesn't have them. So let's look. You have the King of Cups here, another card. Oh my God. So it's almost like, listen, for at least one of you, you are, because you have the Page of Cups, the Queen of Cups in reverse, you have the King of Cups in reverse. For one of you out there, you're a child, adult or not. You're a child of two people that are really putting you through the ringer, honestly. For others of you, it could be other people in your life, right? But you do have the King of Cups here in reverse. This could be Sun in Scorpio or Sun in Pisces, depending on which book you read, right? This is someone who does not have control over their heart, and their head are imbalanced, right? Now, like I said, this could be temporary energy. This could be energy that you find yourself in this month with these people, right? It's someone whose head and heart doesn't match. Their head and heart are going in two different directions. Someone who's overwhelmed. Could be you. You could be stepping into this energy where your head's going this way, your heart's going that way, and you don't know what the hell to do. For some of you, you may be the King of Cups in reverse because of what you're dealing with. Dealing with a Queen of Cups in reverse. You may be dealing with a counterpart. That's why I tried to cover all my bases when I went down the list. They are linked diagonally here. They are linked. Now, in the center of your reading, the King of Cups in reverse energy gives birth to the 8 of Wands in reverse. This is the center of your reading. This is the energy that all the other energy revolves around. And this is Mercury in Sagittarius. It's slowness, chaos, delays, setbacks. Could be stagnancy. Very well could be. Just all the crap that's going on, you're just at a standstill, right? And this leads to more sort of stagnant energy here with the Chariot in reverse. You have the Chariot in reverse. This is Cancer energy. It is, the Chariot is usually that forward motion. There's something you're not seeing here. I don't know. Maybe there are people that are trying to get you to see something, for some of you anyway. But you have the Chariot here. No power, no movement, no direction, no ambition. You could have no ambition. You could have very little ambition. You could have ambition that's just not going in the right direction. This looks like someone who doesn't want what they're being offered. Maybe your parents are coming down on you. Maybe your parents are offering you something. You're like, I don't really want that for myself. Could be a significant other. Could be life. I don't know. We're gonna straighten this out before we move on here. But you are being called to purge something and release something. It could be a person, but it also could be a part of you. There could be a part of your very nature that you need to purge for your own good, something that you need to see. You have control tactics here on the last leg of your month. I don't know what that means yet. Let's see. You have, before I do that, when we add it up, the center, that tough leg, when we add it up and we break it down, we get the number 6, and that is Venus energy. That is money. And that is love. So it could be both. This could be people you love. This could be about money. This could be about your future. It could be all those things involved, right? So anyway, moving on here to your last leg again. You have Aquarius energy coming in sideways with the star. Now, sideways cards are, in my readings, decisions. Right? So you're going to have to make a decision at the last leg of your month. Are you still hopeful? Do you still have inspiration? Are you feeling healed? Or are you healing yourself? The star can also be a wish coming true. The star also could be your North Star, your internal compass. Is it aligned with what you should be going towards or what you feel like you want? Or do you feel hopeless? Do you feel despair? Do you feel lack of faith? Do you feel lack of confidence? Do you not have this compass? This is a question that you're going to have to answer for yourself towards the end of the month with that sideways card. Now you also have 2 cards coming in your next spot, just like you did here. You have, oh wow, this is interesting actually, because of everything we said. Wow, this is a definite woman. Okay, this is definitely a female energy. You have Mrs. Claus, and I know they kind of make it light of it here, and it's kind of goofy, but Mrs. Claus in this deck. Well, let me go on to look at this one. You have the Queen of Swords here in reverse with Mrs. Claus. The Queen of Swords in reverse is Uranus and Libra. She's pessimistic, she's toxic, and she is negative. You have here Mrs. Claus, who represents the wife, the mother, the girlfriend. Could it be a boss? Sure. It could be a boss for some of you. I'm really getting strong mom vibes for some of you, though. And I'm telling you, if that doesn't describe your situation, then you might be dealing with someone on a romantic level that you take very, very seriously. Like you feel you have a future with, if it's not someone you're married to already, but it's someone along those lines, someone who you have a commitment with that is not okay this month at all. And they may be putting you through it. Or to be honest with you, Leo, they may feel you're putting them through it and that this attitude needs to go. You know, you put that where you need to put it. But what I like about this reading, okay, is that the last card is the 8 of Swords in reverse. Now look at this card right side up. Doesn't look too good, does it? But the 8 of Swords is Jupiter and Gemini. And this is getting unstuck. This is finally getting unstuck. This is finally getting that freedom that comes with making a choice. Because as we know, this card, when it's not a cartoon like this, when we see this card in any other deck, we know that she has the ability to cut this blindfold off and free herself at any moment. She's surrounded by swords, right? She or he. So this coming in reverse just tells me that you realized you have more power in the situation than you thought. And I like that because it looks like a tough month for someone. So for this to come out as your last spot is very, very promising. It's very promising. There are other people involved in this, though. There's a lot of court cards here. When you add this up and you break it down, you get the number 7, and that is Neptune, right? You get freedom, release. With that 8 of Swords in reverse, you get clarity, seeing things clearly. What did I say? You weren't seeing something clearly. So that you're cutting through that Neptunian energy and you're getting it's Pisces, by the way, and you're getting to the meat of the matter. What is the problem here? Maybe you're trying to exert control over yourself. Maybe you're trying to maybe someone else is trying to exert control over you and you just don't like it. No, a lot of fire signs just don't like that. You have to examine and reach out for the knowledge of why this is happening. Open that book, figure out why is it happening because someone's a lunatic and they need control and they're just a problem? Or is this person finally losing their shit because you're the problem? And I'm not trying to point fingers because either one of those things could be true in this reading. And it's really up to you to figure out which applies to you. But I do think you get to the point here, Leo, at the end of the month where you figure it out with that 8 of Swords in reverse. But there is a female, definite female involved in this. Definitely. Now, when we look at the challenges here, these cards are a lot smaller. You have the challenge this month is going to be you trying to form a structure and a foundation. And I think the structure and the foundation is being formed for your new year. So it's going to be a challenge. I think you meet the challenge head on. But I don't think it doesn't look easy. Definitely doesn't look easy. So you have here the 3 of Cups. in the challenge position on this side, right? When we see it on this side, the Three of Cups is Mercury in Cancer. You may need time to reflect alone. I mean, because it's a challenge. The Three of Cups is a sort of a celebratory card, right? It's somebody who likes leisurely things. It's someone who likes to go out, someone who likes to do X, Y, and Z, someone who likes to make themselves feel better. You may not be seeing that there is work you need to do here, and you need to sort of back off from the things that make you feel good in lieu of the things that is going to form your future. I'm just saying, this, for some of you, this could be a third party situation. That is a challenge this month. For others of you, it could be 3 people involved in this crap that you're going through, right? Could be. You have here the Emperor in reverse. You know, the Emperor, I mean, on this side of the Emperor is Aries, another fire sign. This could be someone trying to use their power position against you. I mean, that sort of fits, right? But another thing that fits is you not stepping up to the plate on something vitally important, right? You see here the perfect ruler. He takes his position very seriously. And on this side, his head's bowed. He's like, I don't know. He just doesn't look like he's doing what he needs to do as an emperor. And being that this Foundation card is also in here, I can't help but think that. Now, what's interesting here is you have the Three of Pentacles in reverse. We saw the Three of Pentacles upright here. There is a challenge here that involving more than you. There are other people, I've said it, there are other people involved. The Three of Pentacles here, as we talked about, it's Mars in Capricorn in reverse. Poor motivation. It could be ego. Ego is indicated here. Poor motivation. Not getting things done. Like, look at this side. This is somebody getting shit done, right? I don't know if that focuses. Getting shit done. On this side, nothing. It's a challenge for you this month. It's a challenge for you trying to figure out this structure. You're forming structure. You need to form structure in your life, Leo. You just do. Do not be in denial anymore. Once Leo's on fire about something and he has direction and structure, there's nothing that stops them, he or she. But without direction, without that structure, you're not going to progress the way you should. Just my opinion here. Now, when we add this column up and we break it down, we get the number 10. Number 10 is Pluto. Now, what's interesting, Pluto is associated with Scorpio, obviously. It's a force for change that can be destructive. Pluto rules Scorpio, but it's also exalted in Leo. An exalted planet is very positive and will ultimately produce positive results. So whatever it is you're going through, you're going to be producing positive results from it. Okay? I like that for you. So let's move on to your opportunities. You have Leo. You have the opportunity to step into your own power. To me, this has always been a Leo card. Sun, strength, empowerment. Can you think of anything more Leo than that? Right? You have here now this is fascinating, actually. This is pretty fascinating. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, right? This would be the Wheel of Fortune. And this is what you pull. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse has an opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune as an opportunity could be lack of control. Relinquishing control. Relinquishing control. The delayed preparation. It could be preparation. Like the Wheel of Fortune is definitely, we're not at the helm. We don't prepare for the Wheel of Fortune. It sort of just happens, right? It's luck of the draw. But on this side, it's preparation. So you're being asked to prepare. It is an opportunity. It is an opportunity to prepare. Okay. This also leads into the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands on this side, I mean, this would be the normal Four of Wands, right? The happily ever after card. And on this side, looks a little grim, doesn't it? But it's in your opportunities column, right? Venus and Aries. It's so this would be like lack of support, conflict in your opportunities column. Very interesting. Very interesting, because this is all this, what I just said, all this is leading you to something good. It's leading you to an opportunity. If you leave things as they are in the status quo and you don't rock the boat and you don't make the changes you need to make, you're going to rot in this stagnating position. Fire signs don't do well stagnating. They just don't. Most people don't. You're being given an opportunity to shake things up, even if it's just shaking things up for you. And some of you are so comfortable in the situation you're in that you're being pushed by other people around you. And this leads me, remember when you had the Ten of Swords at the beginning and I was talking about how, it's not exactly a comfortable card, right? You have here the Ten of Swords in reverse in your opportunities. This would be the Ten of Swords in this deck, frozen. Here you're thawing out. It's the big thaw, right? Mars and Gemini. Survival, healing, lesson learned, avoiding ruin, reevaluation, releasing. For those of you who stuck in the past, releasing memories of the past. Sense of renewal and hope, the big thaw. You're thawing out. You may have been frozen. You may be frozen right now. But I'm telling you, you have an opportunity to thaw here. And when we add this up and break it down, we get the planet Venus. Again, love and money. Taurus, Libra energy, but definitely you have the opportunity to have it all. Are you going to take it? I can't force you to. I can only make you look at certain things here, Leo. So let's look at the numbers and stuff. Before we do that, let me pull a couple of these cards like I like to do at the end of the readings. And then we'll do the numbers because these cards come with numbers as well, right? For Leo. For Leo, please. For Leo for December 2024. Time. You have time here and it says planning, making decisions, taking risks. Time. You have time is running out before the end of the year. I want you to make your plans for 2025 and I want you to stick to them. Make them so solid. Make them so solid. Planning, making decisions, taking risks. Shelter. Spiritual growth, accountability. Number one, healing. Accountability. What do you need to take accountability for here? There's something interesting going on for a Leo out there. You have a serious opportunity here to make things different and better for yourself. Okay, so let's look at your numbers here. You have your numbers. Well, let's do the total first, okay? When we add up all the numbers here on the board and we break them down, believe it or not, we have Pluto again. What did I say? Leo was exalted in Pluto. It's your Pluto. This is your Plutonic month. This is plutonium. It's shit or get off the pot time, Leo, okay? Pluto is great energy for you, but it's motivating energy. So whatever's going on this month is to motivate you, okay? Put it that way, plain and simple. Now, the numbers that were mentioned the most are number 4, number 8, and number 10. 10, again, telling you, it's a big deal. So number 4 is Uranus, unexpected change. Number 8 is Saturn, the taskmaster, work, work, work. And Pluto, kaboom, energy, right? You have the planets. Let's see, what planets were mentioned the most? You have Mercury, believe it or not, that was mentioned the most. Mercury is communication. You might be communicating a lot this month, for better or for worse. You have Mars, aggressive, warlike energy, right? And the moon coming in a strong second place to those to those planets. The moon is sort of intuitive, dreamy energy. Maybe you're at odds between the dreamy energy and the work, right? You have the signs that were mentioned were Scorpio, Pisces, Sagittarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Gemini, Aries, Aqua, Libra, Taurus, and Leo. The signs that were mentioned the most, drumroll, Scorpio, which is Pluto, and Cancer, which is the moon. We just talked about both of them. Do you see how it all ties together? Definitely, it all ties together. Now, as far as your lucky numbers, we have 38, 21, 15, 10, and 8. I don't know if you play the lottery or not, but there it is. You know, there's one thing I did not do that I'd like to do. I did not clarify these the way I'd like to. And I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to do that. I don't think we really need it, but I'm going to do it. I just want to do this real quick. So at the beginning of the month, you have that 10 of Swords energy, right? You have that maternal figure. You have working with something or someone. There is something that's going to come from this in January. January is coming very quickly, and January is on the table because what did I say in your astrology? There was a day there to write down your, it was in the end of December, I think. Write down your goals. Make the plans. January is coming. I don't know what it is. January is a big deal. It's a big deal, meaning I think it's the beginning of something important after all this crap. The mid-month looked a little tough for you, and it does say indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble on aimlessly. God, what did I say? I kind of said that, Leo. I kind of said that. Let me do one more here. End of month. I got two. Might as well. You have the key, right? What did I say about the Eight of Swords? You have the key. Successful outcome to your problems, and you have affairs with your family. Jesus Christ, what did I say? What did I say? Something to do with mother, father, right? Better, you know, could be your wife, could be your husband, something like that. If there's something to do with your family, yeah, for sure. So let's look at the other two. You have here in your challenges, you have broken ring, parting of the ways, either in romance or business. There could be a threat of a broken ring. This did come out in reverse. For it to come out at all, I think that there is a threat here of a relationship having issues. I don't think it's going to be broken. I think there's going to be serious issues on the table for someone. You have this big thought. I love that card. The 10 of Swords in reverse for you is a good card, especially coming from where you're coming from here at the beginning of the month with the 10 of Swords here, Leo. And you have bird perched, waiting for news, package letter. This did come in reverse. I think the waiting is over. I think that you have an opportunity to stop the stagnancy, stop the waiting, stop the no going nowhere. Their number 3 came up a lot. The 3, three keys on a ring, the 3 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, 3, 3, 3. There might be 3 people involved in this, and I know I keep saying that. It could be your parents and you, could be, 2 members of your family. It could be somebody at work. Like, just, use your imagination and put it where it belongs. But now I am definitely going to go. I wish you the best holiday season, and don't forget to listen to your big 2025 summary. And for those of you who want it, or even if it's for this particular Leo, your manifestation video, your bonus video will be posted soon. I'll talk to you later. Namaste.